Hi, I'm Jenny Spinner, Chief Editor of Snack Food and Wholesale Bakery, and I'm here with,
Liz Parker Kuhn, senior editor.
and we are here to talk about the new product highlights for the month of October 2024. And yeah, it's another great month. Thank you to all the snack and bakery producers out there who keep putting together products that are innovative, interesting, on trend, and just otherwise notable and fun to talk about. Liz and I had another great time looking through all the new product releases that came out in October and came up with ones that we think we would like to share with you and share some of our thoughts. Let me look at my list. I think Liz, you're going first.
Yep. Our first product is Tamalitos churro and chocolate popcorn. So we actually just have an upcoming feature on Tamalitos for candy industry. They do like sour and sweet, spicy Mexican candy. So they also do popcorn. And to me, this was an interesting combination, like a churro chocolate flavor. So I think it should do well with adventurous consumers.
Yeah, I'm one of those adventurous consumers, and I am lucky enough to live in Rogers Park, neighborhood in Chicago. Just west of me is one of the biggest Mexican neighborhoods in Chicago, and I have my choice from a couple of Mexican candy stores and restaurants that offer churros. So I get to have there's these lollipops. They taste like mango. I don't know why they're shaped like roast chickens, but they're dipped in chili powder. And I'm lucky enough whenever I get a craving, they're just right there. That is something that I would like to see one of the candy producers that Liz writes for every day on candyindustry.com to bring those to the mass market because they're fun, they're weird, they're good. And Tamalitos is one of the companies that's doing just that, bringing some of those Mexican candy flavors and formats into interesting products like this. They were nice enough to send me this product, and I really enjoyed it. It got the combo, um, the flavor combo, the layered flavors, spot on. And I think that people who are adventurous, definitely will find this interesting. Um, my first product, Low and Slow is a company that I'm a fan of. Basically, this gentleman who comes from the land of Frito-Lay struck out on his own and launched a snack company that has land of Texas, so barbecue being big there, barbecue flavored snacks. However, rather than using liquid smoke or hickory flavored seasoning to get that barbecue flavor, through a proprietary process that Jared Drinkwater, the guy that runs the joint, will not tell me, which is fine, not mad. They actually smoke the chips. So it gets this really authentic flavor. And the latest flavor, the Low and Slow cheese puffs, they were nice enough to send me samples. I brought to a family gathering, and those went really quick and then I bored everybody with the story of how this really cool snack company actually smokes. So it's cool to see a product that I find interesting, delicious, but innovative, is taking off not just with consumers, but with the people in the Spinner family. So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for these because their cheese curls, like the Fritos type, are like the best I've ever had. There you can definitely taste the
Mhm.
smokeness of it. Last time I looked, they were not in Michigan, but I think they've expanded since then. So I'd definitely be interested in trying the cheese puffs.
They're good. They're good. And they're expanding, so they'll get to you soon, I bet.
Yeah. Our next product is more on the sweet side. So you've got two iconic companies. You've got Portillo's and you've got Milk Bar, and they're coming together for a cookie collaboration, the Portillo's chocolate cake cookie. And I've had Portillo's chocolate cake and it's really good. So I bet in cookie form it would also be delicious.
Yeah, again, I'm lucky enough to live in Chicago, and I actually lived near the place in Villa Park, historical location where Portillo's began as a tiny little roadside hot dog place. They've grown, they've expanded. You can get them in like Vegas. They're by Liz in Michigan, I believe. And
Yep.
I I never had the chocolate cake. I am a hot dog or beef girl. and I have never had their desserts. So I will have to venture out a little bit west. There's no Portillo's close to me, and try this collab because this sounds fun. It's just really interesting that Portillo's, which is a fast food place, is collaborating with Christina Tosi of Milk Bar, which is she's known for her high-end creative desserts. So this is a fun one that any excuse to go to Portillo's if it's for work research, I'm willing to make that sacrifice to see Portillo's and Tosi's handiwork. Um, my next thing is it's new to the market, but not new to me because at Sweets and Snacks, Kellanova's booth had, which I was pretty excited about trying, Pringles Mingles. Pringles have been around for ages. Everybody knows the little salty parabolas, the potato crisps in the can, the signature can. So, and they've been going like gangbusters, innovating with flavors for years. Pringles Mingles is an extruded snack that comes in a bag. So it's a new snack form. It comes in new packaging. And when they debuted it back in May, I went and got maybe more than my share samples at the booth, the two flavors they had. Well, now it's hit the market. So we can talk about it as a new product launch because it's officially launched. So uh based on without me saying anything, friends on Facebook posting, "What's this?" It's causing a little bit of a stir among consumers, the snack fans out there. So it'll be interesting to see how it performs after that initial excitement it seems to have stirred.
I have not tried these yet, but they just sent me 3 bags of them. So I think there's 3 flavors now, is my guess.
Okay.
One of them is probably like an original flavor. So I'm excited to try them. Definitely should be interesting to see a new format for the brand.
Um, the next thing, Liz and I, so we kind of like go off in secret and pick our products for the month, and then we get back together. And I think last month the first one, we didn't have any overlaps.
Something like that, yeah.
Uh, Sometimes we have as many as like three or four. This month, this was the one, Sweet Kugel Snoods. Snoods is a really fun brand. There was a Netflix show called Snack versus Chef, a fun reality cooking competition among snack chefs, famous and up and coming. And everybody was charged with coming up with snack products. The winning snack was Snoods, which is a pasta chip. Chef Lauren Bauden came up with this snack and launched it. And like she's smart enough to know that launching to retail might not be the final thing. So based on consumer feedback or just whatever sales, tweak it a little bit. And she's tweaked it, and she's also come up with a new product, the first sweet version in her line, Sweet Kugel, which if you're a Jew or like me, Jew adjacent and just like to eat Jewish food, and you saw this coming out, you might be excited because Kugel is one of my favorite things to eat. I'm not even Jewish, but if I see Kugel on a menu, whether it's a deli or just a restaurant, I'm going to eat it. And I think that Lauren and her team did a really great job coming up with this product because the flavor is good, the texture is fun, and the packaging is just adorable. Brett's going to put a picture of this up so you can see what it is. But I've never seen anything like this, and I'm just a fan of Jewish food in general. So I hope this one takes off with Jew snackers and Gentile snackers alike.
I've never seen, so I'm Jewish. I remember my grandma used to make kugel
Uh-huh.
when I was growing up, but I've never seen like a snack with that flavor. So I think it's pretty interesting that it's going to be a sweet flavor.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things about Kugel is like it's a sweet dish, but you don't have to wait till dessert. You can be a side. And so there's a place that it closed, I don't know, like 5, 10 years ago, called What's Cooking, and it was one of the sides you can get with your just ungodly huge brisket sandwich and the pickles and stuff like that. And I would always get kugel. I was like, can I just eat nothing but kugel? Um, so if you are like me and I'm gonna have to go out and get some kugel right now. But yeah, I'm excited. Will consumers be as excited as me? We'll have to wait and see. But good luck, Lauren.
And then our next product is also kind of a savory, you could say savory sweet product. So CC's, which I used to love because they would have $5 pizza buffets, but unfortunately they all closed by me. CC's is doing a chicken and Eggo waffle pizza. And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen waffles on a pizza before, but it makes sense because you're pairing it with chicken. So like a chicken waffle sandwich, but like in pizza
Mhm.
form almost.
Yeah, it's same. I think CC's might have gone out of business because I put them out of business. I could eat a lot of pizza for $5. So they're not completely gone by me in Chicago. However, I think I have to drive a good 45 minutes to get to the closest one. Um, so if they have a resurgence and get closer to me, they might not want to get too close to my house because again, I'll endanger their business. The model of just going and getting whatever flavor pizza and just a slice at a time and a pretty small slice at a time gives you a chance to like try some new things. And if there were a CC's closer to me, this would be definitely something that I would try because I'm a fan of the sweet and savory combo. I'm a fan of chicken and waffles. If it's on a brunch menu, I will get it. So yeah, I think this would the announcement of this might just get people who are close to a CC's in to try this fun, weird, wacky flavor. So it's always fun when food service entities with snack or bakery products on the menu try fun new things. Speaking of another fun new thing, club crackers. Club is in the Kellanova, I believe.
Yep.
Sorry for not knowing that off the top of my head. I'm a big a cracker snacker, and I am also a fan of the mild sweetness of Hawaiian bread. It's a thing I pick up, especially around the holidays. And putting the flavor of sweet Hawaiian bread in a cracker is interesting. It's something that I would probably eat on its own, but as we get closer to the holiday season and you're putting out snacks and topping crackers with dips and little fun things, I think that people who are entertaining might have a little fun with using this cracker as a base. So yeah, interested in seeing how this one connects with retailers. Or I mean,
Yeah, I think it should do well, especially like what you said with the holiday season coming up, because you've got so many choices. Like you could pair it with like a savory dip, or you could pair it with like a sweet dip. Either or I think would
yeah.
work. Speaking of the holidays, so the next one is the fun one. I had never watched the show Friends until I got to college, and then I
Uh-huh.
had a friend who was like obsessed with the show, and she had all of it, and this was back in the dark ages, so she had it all on DVD. So we immediately started watching all of it, and I think we got through all of it. And HelloFresh is doing, you can buy the famous, or I should say infamous, trifle meal from Friends. So if you haven't seen the show, I'm pretty sure it's a Thanksgiving episode where Rachel, the character Rachel, is trying to make a trifle. However, her cookbook has stuck the pages together. So what she actually ends up making is half of a trifle, which is a sweet dish, and half of, I think, like some sort of beef dish. I forget if it was a pot pie. And her friends were like, this is like interesting. And they eventually figure out what happened. So Friends isn't gonna make, or sorry, HelloFresh is not gonna make you do that, but they're gonna have, I believe it was a dish that's like cut in half. So you can make the actual trifle like on one hand or
Uh-huh.
one side of the dish, and you can make like the beef dish on the other. So therefore you're not actually mixing the flavors. But as a Friends fan, I thought that was a great idea.
But it's fun. I'm gonna make a confession. So, my friend Jen was married to James Michael Tyler, who played Gunther on Friends. I don't know if he passed away a couple years ago of cancer. I don't know if I ever confessed to him that I was like, I didn't really watch the show, but I think I did say you're my favorite part of the show, which was legit because I always root for the I always root for the character that doesn't get what he wants exactly. Like the tricks rabbit always wanting the tricks. Just give him the cereal. Let him have the cereal. He's on the box. He deserves the cereal. Just like I was kind of always rooting for Gunther, even though he's like mildly creepy. But he was nice to Rachel, and why shouldn't, Rachel be nice to him? I don't know. But uh, having watched some of the episodes, and I think I watched that when it was first on, because I did watch it when I was freshly out of college myself. I do vaguely remember it. But even if you're not a huge Friends fan, the whole like interactive thing, the whole tie-in thing, it sounds like a really fun idea that HelloFresh is offering people. And that could get people to order just on the fun aspect alone. So well done, HelloFresh. My next item, as somebody who has a sweet tooth, is charged with by her doctor, eat more protein, eat better stuff. Um, but I don't want to eat a lot of sugar. The Blue Diamonds frosted brownie almonds, because there's a touch of sweetness, the coating, the frosting on the outside, the chocolate gets you a little bit of that sweetness, but it's still decent source of protein. And pretty nuts are a pretty filling thing if you're snacking. So I think that I haven't tried them yet, but this is the kind of thing that, especially if I'm entertaining, I think I am getting out of hosting Thanksgiving, unless I do an orphan Thanksgiving the day after. But if I do any Thanksgiving entertaining, this might be the kind of thing that I would buy and put out. Um, in addition to all the other snack samples that people send me, because this is the kind of thing that I would go for, that I would want to reach for, because it's sweet, get that little bit of sweetness, protein. So yeah, it's fun to see Blue Diamond innovating with both sweet and savory flavors. So it's kind of like a little bit of BFY snack innovation that they've got going on, which I appreciate, and I think other consumers would appreciate as well.
Yeah, they're sending me samples of these and I might have to bring it to Thanksgiving this year
Yeah.
because I remember last year they're always been very innovative with their flavors. They had like an elote flavor of almonds. I brought those. Those were a big
Yeah.
hit. And there were the other one I believe was like a Korean flavor, Korean barbecue flavor, something
Mm.
like that. So it should be interesting. It almost reminds me of Skinny Dipped in a way because they do the
That's what I
almonds
was
coated
thinking.
in like a yogurt, I believe, like a sweet flavor. So
Yeah,
that's gonna
that's
be
great.
interesting to try. And then our last product, speaking of Thanksgiving, DiGiorno re-released its Thanksgiving pizza, which I love pizza and I love Detroit style pizza. I don't know if I'd try this, but for people who love like Thanksgiving flavors, like you've got, I believe it was like turkey, cranberry, gravy. It's like all of it thrown together in one pizza. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I'll say that.
I definitely am the kind of person to try nearly anything. And I mean, it's not that far a leap from when Thanksgiving leftovers are taking up so much room in my fridge. I will make a thing, which is essentially a Thanksgiving sandwich, bread, and then more bread in the form of stuffing, turkey, and then cranberry sauce. And I eat, it's like a whole Thanksgiving meal in a sandwich. So, um, I think that this is something that I would try. But I wonder if people get this and serve it at Thanksgiving dinner. It's like, turkey's so much work. The DiGiorno people have done everything for me. Here's your pizza. Have at it. That would be hilarious.
Right.
But I hope my Aunt Carol will probably not let that happen at the big family Thanksgiving. So it's fun. I think it's for a certain kind of person, but not for everybody. But I think there's enough people who are curious like me and kind of amused by it, that they'll go to the store and buy it. Do you covered this one? Do you know if it's on shelves yet?
I don't. I remember
Okay.
at one point, you could buy it. I want to say you could buy it online, which leads me to think, how are they going to ship it? But I would guess if it's not on shelves, it's probably going to be there soon since it's now November 1st as we're filming this. So,
Yeah, Thanksgiving is not that far away. So
Yeah, crazy.
yeah, I would imagine if it's not out yet, it will be soon. Um, but yeah, keep on watching snackandbakery.com for these and other fun new products. And if you are a producer and you have something that you think that we should know about, send it to me, SPINNERJ at bnpmedia.com, or Liz.
Yep, I'm
Liz
at
Lyon.
PARKERKUHNE at pnpmedia.com. Still getting used to that.
Yeah, and Liz, in addition to covering snack food and wholesale bakery, she also has the terribly tough job of covering the candy industry. So candy products, definitely send to her too. Up until then, oh gosh, it's the day after Halloween, and I am prepping to go to Pack Expo. So by the time this posts, I will probably be exhausted and ready to talk packaging. But yeah, it's fun to cover this stuff. So thank you for sending your news, and until next time.
Yep.